and we're going today for my second opinion on things. But I definitely feel like we were very much listened to today, and every single concern that I had for either way were properly listened to and explained in full. And I feel like I'm more informed on making a decision. I've still got to make the decision, but I feel like I'm more informed now making a decision.
Don't tell me that I don't like a shriveled b*** or something. Looks like a cold.
She said that is nothing she's ever seen before. So she was like, this is like very rare. Like, I've never seen anything like this before.
Won't you take me for a ride? I will love the feeling of the wind in my hair while speeding on the highway down by the sea. We go on and on. Listen to us tears go by in the very first sunlight, and we know it has just started. On.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and before I get into the main course of the video, could I please ask you to go over to my other channel and subscribe there if you haven't already, because I need to get up to 1,000 subs and we're not there yet, so that would be greatly appreciated. The link is in the description box below. Thank you all so much. And now let's get into the meat of the video, because Sarah is heading to her appointment. What will be the outcome? She needs a second opinion, always.
Got a bit of deja vu going on. On our way back to the hospital this morning, I found. Good morning, hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful day. We're back in the car and we're going today for my second opinion on things. What would you say? On things.
You need a slight recap, do you, Sarah? Well, let me tell you, you're going there for a second opinion because you didn't agree with the first opinion on the fact that you may or may not need a cyst removal during labour, or you may or may not need a C-section. And it's all your choice, but you need to find out for certain if the other guy was, you know, being truthful with you for some reason. Blows my mind, but yeah, that is pretty much it.
On the delivery of this little one, a vlog went up a few days ago, I can't remember which day it was, explaining everything. So
a vlog went up a few days ago, Sarah. Obviously you can't remember which day it is because you don't know which day this is going up, and you the vlog in your time hasn't even gone up yet, because you're about a week behind, and at the moment the vlog isn't even live when you're saying this, so you're just lying to everybody. Stop lying, right?
you can go back and watch those. It's very obvious which vlogs they are if you're not aware of what's going on right now. Basically, we're going today for that second opinion. The last appointment I had, I was told that I either had to have a cesarean section, an elective cesarean section, or I could try for a natural delivery and have a small procedure done with a scalpel in that region whilst I was in labour.
In that region. Say it how it is, Sarah. I thought there was no secrets between us, you know. But, I don't get it. I need to say it, Sarah. I need to say it. I don't get it, right? Why is it taking you until about 2 weeks before the birth of your child to actually bring this up to your, you know, your clinicians? Why is it taking this long? I mean, surely to goodness, this thing has not just appeared out of nowhere, right? Why are we rushing around to get all the opinions, the second opinions, the diagnoses, and the, you know, what shall we do? It's such an important decision, and why is it left to now? Any clue, Sarah? Because you've been swanning around Europe and, you know, everywhere else for the past few months. You could easily have gone and sorted this out, had a word, asked them their opinion. What shall you do? What's the best thing for baby? But no, in 9 months you have done F all and have decided just to go off on holiday instead, because that's way more important than the safe delivery of your child.
and they were the only 2 options I was given. On the vlog that went live, there was a billion questions. Can you not do this? Why can't you do that? I think it's this, I think it's that. And I obviously asked for everyone's opinion, so I absolutely appreciate that. Loads of people sharing their cesarean stories, their recovery stories, so I appreciate that as well. But long story short, we're going in today more prepared, right? So we're going in today to this appointment, rather than diagnosing myself before I even get in there and saying what I think it is, which is a cyst, we're going in there more open.
We're going to call it a mass.
We're just going to call it a mass, yeah, because technically that's what it is. I need an MRI and a small procedure and a small operation after I've delivered baby girl to determine what this actually is. Is it a cyst? Is it a hernia / prolapse? Where's it coming from? What is it attached to? Because right now those are all unanswered and we don't know. But today's appointment is nothing to do with that. Today's appointment is, am I okay to still give birth naturally with this? And if so, what precautions do I need to take? What do I need to do? Blah blah blah. Yeah. So we're on our way there now. How are you feeling? You're nervous, aren't you? You're more nervous than me.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have to fight today, so obviously we're in fighting spirit today. I feel like we're going to have to, I feel like it's going to, I hope that we don't get fobbed off, and I'm going to feel really angry if we get fobbed off like last time, because we definitely got fobbed off last time.
He was very dismissive at the last appointment. When I was like, you know, well, if you was to do the procedure during labour, would that not open it, myself and the baby and things up to infection? And he was just like, no. Oh, okay.
No, Sarah, he's just used to so many people like yourself who are just stressing over nothing, and he's probably seen so many things before and he knows that it's not an issue. He knows that the 2 simple solutions are to either have the procedure during labour or for you to have a C-section, and that is your choice, and that's what he basically told you, and that wasn't what you wanted to know. So yeah, he wasn't dismissive, I'm sure of it, Sarah. He just wasn't worried about it like you were.
Anyway, we're on our way to hospital now. We'll keep you posted.
Oh, also, just to add, that consultant probably didn't go home that evening and go on his YouTube channel and bash the 2 YouTubers who came in because they had a cyst on their nether regions, right, Sarah? That probably didn't happen, but you know, you just couldn't help yourself. You know, you came back home and you thought, oh, you know, this guy, you know, he's this race. Yeah, it was a racially motivated. Yeah, I'm sorry, say it as it is. It was a hint of it, shall we say? And yeah, you weren't happy with him, so you bashed him all over your socials. He didn't, though, did he?
Let you know what they say when we come out.
That was a long time in the hospital today. I'm going to let Sarah update you on what her thoughts are and stuff. But I just thought I'd just update you just to say we're out. It's quite late in the afternoon. It's like 3:30 now. It was a long time in the hospital. But we're feeling a bit better. I'll let Sarah talk to you about that in a minute.
I mean, the options are similar, to be honest. We're still left with making a choice. But I definitely feel like we were very much listened to today. And every single concern that I had for either way were properly listened to and explained in full.
Well, I'm assuming this time you actually came prepared and had the questions ready for the consultant and you asked them, right? You asked the proper questions and they answered you in full. Last time you said, you actually told us that you didn't ask the right questions at the time. So I'm not quite sure how the other guy was supposed to have given you full answers to all your concerns when you didn't express your concerns. All you said was, I've got a cyst. Can I give birth naturally? And the guy said, yeah, of course you can. And I believe that is the correct answer, isn't it?
And I feel like I'm more informed on making a decision. I've still got to make the decision, but I feel like I'm more informed now making a decision.
Yeah, and I feel like probably Sarah's almost there with that decision.
Yeah.
But right now,
I'm not going to talk about it right now because there's not much to fill in.
I'll let you talk about it afterwards.
But yeah.
Sarah, I'll give you an update when we get back home or something. But right now we're going to Tesco because we're just desperate for some sushi. So random.
What's so weird? Do you even love it? Or like, you like, get that away, that's disgusting.
I have to be in the mood to eat sushi, but right now I'm really in the mood for some California rolls
He
with like
makes out like he's a big
dried onions all over him.
like sushi expert, but really he just gets like vegetarian one.
No, I don't.
I'm
not keen on like raw fish and stuff, but I am down with sushi. I love sushi, man.
What type then?
California rolls,
Vegetarian.
with dried onions all over them. Oh yeah, spicy sauce. Yes, give me right now. So we better have some in. I'm gonna be devastated. Oh my life.
Chris, something's really bothering me. I'm trying to watch your vlog here, and the lighting is shit, right? I get that you're, you know, out on tour, wherever it is that you are, and you don't control the lighting, but your camera seems a bit shit. Am I right? Would I be right in saying that? Or post-editing was a bit shit. Just saying. I know you're quite defensive over such things, but I thought I'd give you a bit of feedback, right? Because it's annoying me.
Life's been made. I'm so buzzing. I walked in and I was like, I don't think they've got one here, but they do. Yeah, but look at this.
These is reduced. Oh, look at that. Chicken katsu control. 350.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, no.
Look at that for
no.
$5. What's that? Chicken-os.
It's all cooked meat ones. So good.
I'm gonna take the girls.
These are so good. Nah, them fools ain't getting onto this.
I love that.
They can what? They can wait for the tea. Isabel's already been cooking anyway, so.
She has cooked some more pasta.
Isabel's been cooking tea then, so it's scrambled egg on bagels, is it? That what you're having? Is it? Fantastic. Sounds fantastic.
Oh yeah, right, okay, let's get some stuff. Okay, we're going for a little bit of a sharer thing today. It's California roll sharer platter with some chicken teriyaki bites as well.
You're so mono.
And obviously we had to stop off for a little cheeky McDonald's Coke as well to wash it down with. Feel me?
Okay, so Chris has put a parental advisory up, and yeah, I feel like I should do too, because, you know, well, actually no, I can say what I like on my videos because, you know, it's adults that are watching. Chris, however, can't, but anyway, he's going to anyway, so wait for it. It's fantastic.
So we're going to get some soy sauce all over this.
Soy?
Give it a raz, give it a blast.
You crack me up.
And then head home, because when we get home we've got some monster chores to get done today.
I'm doing this in bed.
I know, you can, you're fine, you can go to bed if you want. It's all good, you've been through a lot today. Hey look, do you want this?
No, what the forks?
Oh my bad. Chopsticks or forks, what are you going for?
I'll let you guess.
I'll be using chopsticks, because I'm a G.
Oh, watch Chris's white top.
Let's just watch me in a minute with a fork. On my fingers. And my white top's already ruined.
I told you to do that.
I'm still using chopsticks though, I'm all good. But I've ruined my top. Nice one. They look like wrinkled up toes or something. You know what I mean? They do, like, look. Don't tell me that don't look like a shriveled b*** or something. It looks like a cold when you're cold. What? Sorry, back.
Babe, oh stop, because you have to call that out now and that was funny.
Why will we?
I love that Sarah thinks it's hilarious. I do, it just goes to show what sort of level of maturity goes on in that household. That Sarah was like, oh my god, you can't cut it, you gotta cut it out, but it's hilarious, you can't cut it, oh my god, no. Yeah, it wasn't that funny, to be fair.
You can't leave that in.
Of course we can.
No, you can't.
Why?
You cannot leave that in.
I'll just put a parental advisory like 2 seconds before, it's
No.
fine. What, it's a
Babe, you can't leave that in.
Okay, if I bleeped that, then you know why. Because I deemed it inappropriate, but it does kind of look like...
Just leave it as a wrinkly toe.
Alright, it does kind of look like a wrinkly toe.
So I've got to say, Chris, right, this is a family channel, right? No matter how many times you can bleep things out or give parental advisory warnings, people are still going to watch. Kids are still going to watch. Kids who are watching without their parents are still going to watch. And that is a lot of children. And you are there, say, giving all these inappropriate jokes. All you have to do is just not say a joke. All you can do is to get around it, because it's not unheard of for family-oriented programs to make inappropriate jokes, but they give it by the way of innuendos. And none better so than this. I'm going to insert this because this is classic, right? Absolute classic.
Roger. Hello, everybody. Hello. Fine. We could hear you all banging away.
Do you want to blow my pipe while I'm twanging away?
Oh, no, Rog. I was blowing a lot with Roger last night.
It doesn't matter what size your twanger is.
I've got a big red one.
Well, have you got your twangers out? And remember, you can bounce your balls at the same time if you like. Or if you haven't got any balls, you could ask a friend if you can play with...
I absolutely love that. I'm sorry, but it is really funny. If you haven't seen the full thing, go and watch it. It's brilliant. But the point is, Chris, you're on a family channel. You don't have to say these things. Just bleeping them out is just pointless, right? And no, I'm sorry, but no. It's a no from me. Because you are supposed to be people that are looked up to, inspirational, if you will. I've seen so many people say, Chris, Sarah, you're inspirational, and you're inspiring the next generation of moron. I'm sorry, but it's true.
From the bath, a wrinkly toe. Should we try a wrinkly toe?
Oh,
I'm not sure I can eat a dumpling. I've just never been into them at all. The girls are obsessed with them, but
They're good.
Concentrate really hard to swallow. They're not for me. The texture of them is not for me at all. But you know, we can't all have everything, can we, in life, right?
It's one of them times where you don't know how to stop vlogging.
Yeah, basically.
What's that in your mouth, Chris? It looks like a mouthful of Sarah's nether regions. The juice, you know. I'm so sorry. You see how it works, Chris? You don't have to say the words. You just sort of hint towards the words, and hopefully people get it, you know.
Anyway, guys, let me move you back. Whilst I've got a minute piece, I thought I'd just go over today's appointment, basically. I'm kneeling in a raspberry because Mila dropped it on the floor. So today's appointment definitely went much better than the appointment that I had last week. It was a consultant that I saw last week, she said today. So I don't know why he signed it something different, but it's irrelevant. It makes no difference.
Well, I think it makes a huge bit of difference, Sarah, because you absolutely hammered him. You hammered him during your little review session because you said he's not even a doctor, he's not even a consultant. Chris was all over him, called him an idiot and everything, you know. So I think you owe him an apology, if nothing else, you know. Absolutely ridiculous people you are.
So today I'm trying to remember everything that was said, and so that I can be properly let you guys relate basically to you guys. So basically she was very thorough. She examined me straight away. She said that it's nothing she's ever seen before. So she was like, this is very rare. I've never seen anything like this before.
Oh my God, it's the rarest thing she's ever seen. She's never ever seen anything like this before, ever. My God, you're a medical You are a medical marvel, Sarah. An absolute medical marvel. You are a fine specimen. You may be, used in future medicine journals to, decide. Maybe they'll call it the Saracist. There you go, Saracist. Oh, or the narcissist. Yeah, the narcissist. That's a brilliant one that was given to me. Fantastic. Narcissist, I feel, is a better option. But you may prefer Saracist. Maybe they'll name it after you, since it's so rare and never seen before.
She does think it's a cyst, though. So she confirmed that it's... you can't 100% confirm, but in her opinion, this is definitely a cyst. It's just an unusual location, which is what she said.
Okay, so I don't know about cysts and unusual locations of cysts, but I've had it relayed to me that there are certain cysts in that area that are not that Uncommon, right? So there's this one cyst, what was it called? Bartholomew. Hang on, I'll get it. It's important to get things right, okay? It was called a Bartholin's cyst. Bartholin's. Close, Bartholin's. Says a Bartholin's cyst can become infected, forming an abscess. A number of bacteria may cause the infection, including E. coli and bacteria that cause sexually transmitted infections, such as gonorrhea and chlamydia. So that could be an option. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, me to you, Sarah. Right? Okay, there's a good chance it is this Bartholomew's cyst, right? Because Chris does have a tendency to play away, and it's a very good chance that he has brought something home that he shouldn't have, and has given it to you in your little, undergarment region. Yeah, it's a good chance, I feel, anyway. It says also, about 2 out of 10 women can expect a Bartholin's gland cyst at some point, right? So 2 out of 10, it's like 20%. It's not as rare as you kind of make out. Okay, it might not be that, but, I'm just thinking that there's a possibility that it could be. And we're going round in circles here, Sarah. You're trying to make it out like it's the most rare thing in the absolute world. And in actual fact, it's not that rare, is it? And you're not that special. I'm sorry.
And she also does think that it is coming from or connected to my urethra. So
just to give a quick disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I have no doctorates. So anything that I say in this video should not be taken as medical advice. If you have cysts, any form of cysts or anything on the body, please go and get it checked out. Do not take my word for it.
That part was confirmed today, but obviously I still need the MRI for the surgery to remove it after delivery. She said the same on the cards with the cesarean section, like if you want a elective cesarean section, that's absolutely fine, we can do that, no problem. She also asked if I would like my... Actually, babe, what's up? Not Chris. Don't you think it's actually quite funny that she said that she mentioned the tube tied?
Yeah.
She actually asked me, she's like, she didn't even ask, did she? She was like, so we can do this then, we can tie your tubes as well whilst we're there. And I'm like, I only just thought about that.
Well, she was obviously thinking the same as us then, Sarah, that you've had too many and you can't cope.
Obviously I'd not mentioned that, but I agreed. I was like, yeah, that would actually be a good idea because we're definitely done having children now. This is baby number 6 and the plan was for Chris to get the procedure done. But whilst you're there, if I go for the cesarean, then it kind of makes sense to just tie my tubes, basically. Which she said is not a problem with an elective cesarean section. So they'd be able to do that as well. So that's another positive. She said that in her opinion, she thinks that I am 80% chance able to give birth naturally without any intervention. So no procedure. And she said there's just no way that, in her opinion, she'd want to do a procedure during labour either. So I'm so glad I got that second opinion and didn't go in with those on my notes saying you need to try and scalpel it during labour, because obviously that is just not something I was happy about having done. I've got stretching pains right now, so it's really uncomfortable for me to get.
Well, that's good, isn't it, Sarah? You got somebody to confirm what you wanted, to say what you wanted to hear. So that's good. It's always a good thing to have somebody on your side.
Comfy. So that's really good, and I'm super duper glad about that. She answered all of my questions, and she said that there is a chance that during labour the cyst could rupture, and in her opinion, from what she knows, it wouldn't be an issue if that happened. She said there is a small chance of bleeding, but in her opinion, it's not a big risk. It's not a big risk, she said. So I can go into labour naturally. And then she said that when I go into labour, the midwives will probably, when they go to examine you, they're probably going to see this and be like, well, what, you know, what's this? What's going on? And they'll probably even want to get a doctor to come down and have a look as well. And then they'll look at your notes and see that I've seen you and said that, in my opinion, you're still okay to deliver, and a few other things like that. So in her opinion, she thinks I'm 80% chance able to deliver naturally without any sort of intervention. And that's it, basically. So I'm still in the same position as in, I need to decide then, what do I need to do? She actually wanted a decision there and then, but I just said there's a lot to take in. Do you mind if I have like 10 minutes with my husband to chat through it? There was a midwife in with me as well, who was actually really nice and really like making sure I was happy and is it clear enough? And I didn't trumpet as me. It was my foot on the floor. It's my foot on the floor. Listen. Right. I mean, that would be a pretty cool party trick if I could do that on demand.
What kind of parties do you attend, Princess DeLong of Seacroft? You know, if that's your party trick, yeah, I can quite imagine the type of parties that you and Chris frequent of an evening.
Anyway, she said, you know, it was really good, it was really informative, and I didn't feel like I was being dismissed for anything I asked, which is good. I'm pretty sure I've made up my mind on what I'm going for. I don't know if I should share that, but why not? There's not really any reason to keep it a secret. It's not really a secret. I've got until tomorrow, basically. She said, I feel like my midwife, they both went out. I spoke to Chris for like a few minutes, and then my midwife came back in and she said, do you want to go over some stuff with me? Went over some stuff with her, and she said, I think you need to sleep and I think you need to go home and just not worry about it. You're back in here tomorrow anyway for a growth scan. Give us your answer then. Me and Chris had a long chat in the car about the pros and cons to both, and I think my mind's made up. I will tell you because there's no reason in keeping it a secret. I think I'm 90% sure I'm going to go for the elective cesarean, and that might shock so many of you. It shocked me.
Well, I for one am damn shocked, Sarah. I am absolutely stunned at your level of decision-making skills. So please do tell us how you're going to get through this, how you're going to do it. I have no actual opinion over this, okay? I don't have the right to give an opinion over this. I'm sure everybody down in the comments will let you know exactly how they feel, and I'll let them get on with it.
Because last week I was 100% against a cesarean. I didn't want one at all, by no means. And I don't really know what's changed my mind. I think it's because I am genuinely exhausted worrying about it. I'm just sick of thinking about it, worrying about it, having it on my mind. I feel like I need to take a bit of control back and just have peace of mind and have a plan in place. And even though the doctor was like, I'm 80% sure you'll be fine, which is a very high, obviously, there's still that uncertainty for me. There's still the chance of rupture, there's still the chance of bleeding, there's still that chance, you know? And I just don't feel like I can worry about this anymore. And when I thought about saying I'm just going to try because her other option was an induction. Like, they don't want me to go to my full date. She said either a cesarean or induction. I really need to let me move. Sorry, I'm just literally wiggling all over the place trying to film this. And now I've suddenly got out of breath, but I'm just having stretching pain, so I'm really uncomfortable sitting on the floor, and I don't want to kneel in that raspberry. I need to clean it up. But yeah, I just don't want the uncertainty. Long story short. I don't want to, and I feel kind of sad. I'm kind of mourning the fact that I won't have a natural delivery. But at the same time, I feel better knowing that there's a plan in place and that me and Chris will be able to have a good night's sleep, hopefully.
Yes, but Sarah, look on the bright side, okay? At least this time you'll know that bringing your sweets in will, be of use. You'll be able to bring your Shop BG packet of crap with you, right? You'll be able to do that. So that is a good thing. You can have those of an evening if you don't want the hospital food and stuff like that. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Well, we're all here for you, Sarah.
Get up the next morning and go and meet our baby girl. And I'm not going into this lightly. I don't want anyone thinking, oh, you're just taking the easy option, because it's probably not the easy option. And I'm not under any illusion that this is the easy option either. But I just feel like this might be the best option for me this time. And I don't want to go into spontaneous labour and have that extra worry. Is everything okay? Doctors coming down, loads of intervention, loads of people looking at me and prodding, and it just... And then the worry of like, well, what if, what if that 20% and I end up having to have an emergency caesarean? They wouldn't be able to tie my tubes and it would be a much more stressful experience. I've spoke to the girls about it and they all think I should go for the caesarean, and I think that's what we're going to go for. If by chance I was to go into labour before the caesarean date, then I think I'd try to deliver naturally. I wouldn't be rushing and being like, I need a caesarean right now, an emergency one. No, I think I'd try and give birth naturally if I went into labour before then. So that's it. That's decision made, I think. I kind of feel like I've got a little bit of control back.
Don't worry, Sarah. I'm sure Chris will wrangle that control back from you at some point, so don't worry.
I've got a bit of certainty and the worry's not going to be as bad. I'm not going into labour already panicking about the labour. I'm not having the labour I want anyway. My idea was as natural as possible, a water birth, as little intervention as possible. I'm not having that. I need to get over that fact. I know I'm not having that anyway, either way. So I feel like after all the worry, I don't want to continue worrying for the next couple of weeks about how things are going to go, basically. And I feel like a caesarean, I understand that the recovery will be longer, but I was saying it's, I've got the girls at home, I've got Chris at home. It's not like Chris is, going straight back to work or anything like that.
Nope, you're very fortunate in that you have two stay-at-home parents to look after your brood. So, Chris might beg to differ that he goes out to work or he goes to work or he does some form of work, when in actual fact we know that he just sits at home moaning about crap to do with his van.
We're all at home together. Maybe my mind will change again by tomorrow. I don't know. It's a very weird situation to be in, mainly because I've never been in it before. And what I was expecting for my birth is now the complete opposite. But right now, I feel like taking control and just having that reassurance. And also so many of you guys have told me, and I know it's personal to each person, but so many people have told me it was nowhere near as bad as you were expecting. You were up and, feeling your normal self after 3 weeks. And also, I was I'm really worried, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I'm just going to be sat. And I was yeah, but what are you planning on doing in the first few weeks of your baby's birth anyway? Surely for the first 3 weeks, you are just sat breastfeeding. And I'm yeah, I am.
Oh, don't we know it, Sarah? The first few weeks of your baby's birth, all you do is just sit on the sofa and do nothing. That is literally the most exciting part of a birth to you, is the fact that you get to sit there and have an excuse for just sitting there doing nothing. That is your excuse, that you get me time, if you will.
That's true, I am just sat, so it's not really going to... I'm not saying that lightly. I know it will be a bit different, but that's where my mind's at right now. The decision has been made by tomorrow. I've got a growth scan tomorrow. We'll give the final answer then. But what do you need for caesareans, guys? Comment down below. What's some caesarean essentials?
Tweezers. I'm going to go with tweezers. Anybody else got anything else to add to that? I think tweezers to take the baby out. That's how learnt it. That game. Anybody play that game, Operation? Isn't that what you use to take the baby? Yeah, anyway. Sorry. Anybody have any other suggestions what Sarah could take in with her? Let me know in the comments below. We'll have a fun little game.
I said to Chris, well, I need to repack my hospital bag. I'm like, no, surely not. And I'm like, yeah, but I've got like spritz for bits. I'm not going to need that now. Well, I need to take more pyjama. I need to think more about like my pyjamas that I've got. Are they high-waisted? Because obviously I don't want anything over the scar. My underwear I'm going to have to change because I don't want anything over the scar. I'm probably going to be in hospital for 2 days maybe. So maybe I need to pack more. I don't know. I don't even know. What is there anything that's an essential that you're supposed to take when you're having a cesarean? I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Okay guys, so I thought I would end tonight's vlog. My face looks so red. I've just been running around with Mila and Jace. Don't really know what's going on. But I've been asked a lot recently about book recommendations, so I'm going to give you some. First of all, I was talking about this series on my Instagram.
Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with this, but I just did want to point it out that Isabel is now well and truly part of the team, part of the Ingham family team. She is promoting her books. Well, not her books, the ones that she's read, and they're putting the link of those books in the description box below so that they can get a few pennies. And it's really sad. I mean, it's pathetic if you ask me, right? Because the amount that she will get, or they will get, from those book sales on Amazon are literal pennies. Maybe 35 pence, possibly, if they make a sale, depending on how much they cost. But if you sell something for like a tenner, it's going to be about 35 pence. It's just ridiculously low, and they'd have to sell thousands upon thousands to make any difference. It's just ridiculous, and that's how low they've come. So when you think how bad they are desperately wanting money, that is how bad they are desperately wanting money. There you go. Anyway, so that is that for today. Sarah has made up her mind, well, 90%. Until tomorrow, she might have changed her mind again, who knows. But hopefully soon we'll have the date, the confirmed date, and she'll be able to tell us because they'll have a date confirmed. And we'll know then if she is giving birth, when she's giving birth, has she already given birth, and all those. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were about what Sarah had to say, or indeed what Chris had to say. And until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.